Boxing. Without all the misbehaving promoters, the staged altercations during press conferences, nor any biting of any ears. Today was the final day of pure pugilistic competition at Colorado's Golden Gloves tournament. A lot of fight in tonight's Chevy Fox Focus.
Hands up, jab, jab, down, or down like you're here, right hand up.
In the red corner, weighing in at less than 90 pounds, Jesus Salazar. In the blue corner, his 13-year-old opponent, Alex Johnson. How many times have you stepped into the ring and fought before?
My first time.
What is the key to victory, you think?
Knockout.
That would be the key to a victory. Colorado's Golden Gloves, a chance for boxers of all sizes to step in the ring and take a swing. Doctor kind of grabbed your nose and moved it back and forth after you came off. What did he do that for?
I don't know.
See if he broken.
Mom, have you ever said chess club?
Never.
Do you hear your dad when you're up there? He's about to quit, Jeremy. He's about to quit, Jeremy.
I did. I heard him out in the crowd.
He's about to quit, Jeremy. He's about to quit.
I thought it was pretty even after the first two rounds, but in the third, you came out, you threw some more punches, slowed him down. He had the look of fear in his eyes. You agree?
Yeah.
When are you getting the braces off?
I don't know.
All the kids shake hands, they're friends afterwards.
Alex, you lost, but I'm going to explain to you why it doesn't matter. What's your name?
Caitlin.
What's your name?
Chance.
What's your name?
Mel.
See, that's what I'm talking about. That phenomenon of all the Red Sox fans being here and rooting for the team that folks in this ballpark aren't supposed to be rooting for. Is that frustrating for you?
No, we need to play better baseball and get more hometown support is what we need to do. That falls on us because I've been here when it's been packed night after night after night when the Rockies have played well.
To modify a line from the popular baseball movie Field of Dreams, if you win them, they will come. So says Clint Hurdle. But consider this, the Red Sox haven't won a World Series for 86 years. But it's that long baseball history, that 102-year head start that the Red Sox have on the Rockies that has created such an impressive following.
You know, it's a pretty esteemed franchise, and it's been passed down from generation to generation. It seems like everyone's come through Boston at one time or another, whether for school or settle there, and then they move away and they take their Red Sox Nation membership card with them.
No Rockies player understands this Red Sox Nation more than Boston native Mark Sweeney.
Fans are fans. It's nice to even go on the road and see a big crowd, but it was nice to see Coors Field built up again.
Yeah. I noticed no tinge of the Boston accent parking the car. You don't do any of that?
I actually heard when they started chanting, "Here we go, Red Sox." I heard that.
And what we need to do is provide a better brand of baseball so they can come out and cheer the hometown boys on. That being said, a full house is a full house. You play well in front of a full house, hopefully we'll get some of those people back.
Red Sox fans calling asking for tickets there, Clint? At Coors Field, Keith Bleyer for the Rocky Mountain Sports Report. As he trained for his legendary ascent.
So when I'm on the real thing, you think I should ditch my ladders or my poles?
Even his strongest supporters had their doubts.
At any time on that trip, if we needed to, we could pull the plug. You know, we could get out of there, we could escape.
Nearly 200 mountain climbers have paid the ultimate price, and to die on Mount Everest is to stay on Mount Everest. Dead bodies are not recovered. It's an eerie sight for those who dare follow. All those except Eric Wyanmeyer.
Are you completely blind?
Yeah, I'm totally blind. I'm sort of as blind as they come.
How did you lose your sight?
You know, I wish I could say I lost my sight in some kind of cool climbing accident or something like that, but really it was just a boring eye disease that I was born with a genetic problem, and it sort of, my vision got worse and worse, and by the time I was 13, I was completely blind.
Wyanmeyer, who lives in the foothills outside Denver, discovered mountain climbing long after he lost his sight. and Eric proved very quickly he could scale Colorado's peaks.
Obviously, it's one thing to climb mountains and to be active as a blind person. To decide to climb Mount Everest is completely different. How did you get to making that decision?
From time to time, there are a few leaps of faith, and one of them was when I was climbing this rock face in the desert in Arizona with my buddy, and he said, let's try something a little bigger.
We climb up the southeast ridge, and we climb kind of around the back of the mountain onto the ridge.
God, that feels steep.
Then all the way to the top.
Wyan Mayer's Everest expedition in the spring of 2001 did not start well.
3-section ladder over a big crevasse.
Thing is, I never practiced it with one rope.
Okay. No, there's 2 ropes on this one.
Oh, okay, good.
The most dangerous portion of the ascent comes first, from base camp to Camp 1, across the notorious Khumbu Icefall.
When you cross through the icefall on Everest, that's the closest I think I ever came to feeling my own mortality, you know, because you feel hunted, you know, you're through this terrain that's really terrible terrain, and there's huge seracs, you know, the whole glacier there is hollow, and things are collapsing and exploding around you.
With the most physically demanding portion behind them, Eric and his team knew the mental challenge was still to come. Near the summit, at around 25,000 feet, a person's brain function decreases. Some say climbers acquire the mind of a reptile.
I can't hear you. What?
Stand up. My brain hadn't caught up to my body, you know. My body was standing there, but my brain almost still couldn't believe that I was up there.
Is it true that Jeff, when you got to the summit, said, take a look around. You've got to see what this looks like?
Yeah, you know, my friends don't mince words, you know. They don't try to avoid the word see or look, you know. It was you know, it felt like I was out in space more than I was on the earth.
So now that he's reached the summit, I mean, literally and figuratively, it looks to me like Eric is trying to give back, trying to teach people that are in the same situation in life that he is, and having them reach peaks that they would never think of reaching.
You know, right after Everest, we were contacted by this school in Tibet, in Lhasa, for blind children, and they wanted to just meet Eric and the team.
You did it, man. So many people doubted you. You showed them.